in Centerville. Part of it's in Bountiful. One of the first scenes is over in Waits Field in Bountiful, where Bill is on the tractor digging up parsnips, and the boys are picking them up with the help of Louis Reed. The older ones will remember Louis. The younger children may not remember him. Down on the west end of the field, down on 2nd West, below where J.C. Penney is now. See, the big fellow in the back is Louis. Bill hauled his produce for many, many years, and here he's helping us. Looks like snow on the mountains behind. And it was cold. There's the red tractor with 6 seaters, just going out the driveway, and the boys. That's Mother folding up something. I didn't know I ever wore that much jewelry. This is in the north room, in the bunk beds. There goes Doug on the bottom bed, and up above is Brent. They had a good time in that room. That's their dresser, and there they are at the little drop leaf desk on the west end of it. And when they get through using it, they just fold the desk up against the wall. Look at that. Lorraine and Mavis with their curls and their swirls. Oh, they loved to dance together. The older girls did this too, but we didn't have pictures of them. I don't know which black dog that is, but there's Mavis. She's going to dance with him. Lorraine can scarcely wait for her turn, only I don't think she really wants to do it. There we go. Doug's trying to get him to... There it is. Now we're ready. There we go. Lorraine and the dog. Now watch Brent. He's going to show them how to dance, even to getting that arm out there and doing it the right way. Mavis always loved animals. Any kind of an animal. There's a peacock fan that Earl brought home from his mission. Mavis is soothing her big brother's bow, and here he is. This was taken just after he returned from Australia, and obviously the skins are some of the things he brought home, and a beautiful Onga wool rug or two. Beautiful. And here Sherman is helping Earl take the trunk, the missionary trunk, out to the warehouse. That night we went over to Nola's house. That's Nola with the apron on. And she had only been married a month. And here, look, worked all day at the car stationery and then served all of us a meal. That was Noel and Nola and Noel. And most of the rest of the family are there. That is Brent. Look at all that food. Nola coming in with something and Noel helping her. 2 girls and Earl. There's hardly a place for anybody to sit down. After the meal, Merlin and Jean are just leaving to go home. Lorraine there is ready to go too. I don't know what they're looking at. Nola says goodbye, and there goes Alice. She's ready to go out. And I guess she's going to ride home with them. There goes Brent. Goodbye. And the little girls with their arms full of dolls. That's Mother and Daddy and Douglas and Brent. There's Earl with his famous grin. That was a wonderful evening. Bill's patiently waiting outside the door. Here's Mavis on the trapeze. This is trapeze that Earl made when he was in high school. We still use it. That's one of them plowing late at night and cold. That's Bill on the plow waiting for Brent to take over. That's a cold, cold job when it's late in the fall like that. There's the blue Oldsmobile. It looks like it's down to Waits, all right. There's Brent. And there is Mavis. She's dressed up in, you remember those chairs? The 2 little chairs? Everybody loved those chairs. Here she is. She's all dolled up, and now she's going to do a twirl. round and around and around, and she doesn't even tumble over. Out the front door, there's Alice. You notice we don't have a porch on the front. She's on the way to church. At that time, you could see right through the orchard. Oh, that's the top of the barn. Took us a long time to identify that. That's the top of the little barn that Daddy built. And there's Bill disking east of the house. Notice those little evergreens, how tiny they are? They're grown up now. Dad always takes such great pride in his garden there. Always had a beautiful garden. There's Pickering's. That used to be the house that at one time was a Tingey home. It's now been restored, and it's on the National Register of Homes. That's some of the children, Brent and Doug, heading off for church. The house with the white is Tom Linge's house, you can tell. There it is, there that you're looking at. They're joined by somebody. There they are, almost over to church. And there's buildings all through there now. You couldn't possibly see clear through the church house. Bert Warren's. And I think I was standing on my head there. Here the girls are getting ready. There's the piano stool, and they're getting dressed. Got the drawer open in their white dresser. Getting their hair brushed. Look how shiny that is. Love to do their hair. It's one of the joys of being a mother, I guess. Even Doug liked to have his hair brushed. Well, maybe he didn't like to, but he got it done anyway. He's a little bit sleepy still. He's one of those that had hair that was a little manageable. There goes somebody to church. I believe it's Nolan. There's Merlin on the right and Alice on the left, leaving for church. Doug is the gentleman. He helps the door so that his little sisters can come out. The house looks so strange without the front porch that we have put on. But at that time, we didn't have a porch. Comes Mavis with her doll buggy. The old path. There they are out in the field picking up, I suppose, parsnips. That's the wheat ground. We used to call it the wheat field. West of Second west of the J.C. Penney, what J.C. Penney is now. We've been all over that ground and grew a lot of things. Pioneer used to have their operation right close there too. There's Louis. I'm not sure I can identify which. I believe it's probably Brent that had the red coat, but I'm not sure. This is, I think, a float from the 4th of July parade. That was some of the costumes that they were putting on. They're getting all gussied up. That's the garden east of the house. That's the roof of the wash house. Anyone who knows the difference between the wash house and the warehouse, I think will recognize that. But I can't understand where that car is going and why it's going backwards. I don't understand that at all. Somebody's picking, what, beans? A lot of interest there, but I don't know what it is. There's a big truck. Now, whether that's on the market. That's down at the market, that's right. The old Salt Lake Market, which is no longer there. The big hotel is there. That's Daddy's truck that just pulled out. This is where they're working on the new windows in the, I think it's the front room. First I thought it was on the north room, but I think these are both, when the window frames fell in, we had to put new ones, and they put in aluminum windows. See how pretty they are there, those windows? You can see the lattice fence on the west side of the porch, of the rock home. It's one of the first things we put in, because I needed privacy a little bit to the back door, the west door, where we went in and out so much. And I put that lattice fence up and planted a climbing rose, and years later Grandma Chingy gave me a silver vine, and it grew all over it. They're Brent and Doug, and what do they have in their hands? They're bringing up something, but I don't know what. I guess that's when we replaced the carpets. The girls in their dress up, they're pretending they're pioneers. Lorraine is the daddy, and Mavis is the mommy, and they go over under the trees to have a picnic. It's not very good. Can't see much, but see the tops of those trees, they're growing. I guess there's just two of them there. I thought maybe Ruthie was there. But no, it's Mavis and Lorraine. And all the shadows and the sunshine. Here we are in the front room. Soon after Nola was married, we decided we had to do something with the front room. So we were going to take all the paper off, about 8 or 10 layers, and Noel and Sherman worked at it. We finally replastered. This is the printing press, one of the big ones that's coming right out the window where the front window of car stationery was. After we bought the stationery, there's my father right in the middle with his hat pushed back. I think in some of those pictures we might have seen Vernon, but I just can't identify everybody. Most of them are workers. That's an extremely difficult job to get those big presses moved without wrecking them. And the window was left with no glass in it for a couple of nights, and my dad slept on a sleeping bag just inside the window. Of course, they covered it with a canvas, but he slept there because anyone could have come in and taken anything. Here we are. Merry Christmas, everybody. Now, I always thought the little ones came in first. There's Lorraine, Merlin. Or was it Nola? Everyone there but Don. I think this was the year that Don was on his mission. There's Daddy, and no, that's Nola. She's helping put gifts. Earl behind him. Goodness gracious, look at all the gifts they got. Everybody got. Sherman got a box of Lifesavers. That was always a favorite gift. And then I don't know what that is. Something. But here's a nice sweater. I don't know whether Santa Claus brought it to him or Kathy gave it to him or what. I don't know. There's Lorraine in one of the little rocking chairs with her kitten, and Mavis with her black kitty. That was one of her favorite dresses, that skirt and blouse. Earl brought the black and white wool sweater with the turtleneck from England for Dad. And he put that hat on and a little bit of monkeying. Sherman got to laughing. You kids remember that chair? Brenda ended up with it, had his pal reupholstered. And our athletic gal, Alice, with tennis rackets. She followed athletics for a long time. Unfortunately, this is pretty hard to see. Oh, there's Uncle Sterl and myself. And there's Mavis playing the piano. There we have the porch on. And the rain's all ready for church. You can scarcely see those supports now. They're covered with vines. That's a fast view of the trees covered with snow. Somebody on the east of us, I don't know who it is, going off to church, and there goes one of the girls, and leaving the doggie, and there's the kitty, all it's like covered with snow. In the backyard and the driveway, Mavis is trying to coax the dog, and I don't know which one it is. We had so many of them named Duke. And maybe this was one of those named Duke by the blue shiv, the 41 shiv. There's Mavis going across the old trapeze. Whoop, start over again. Oh, she loves to do that. Well, they all did. Now, I just can't quite identify which ones are which. This is Christmas, and that's the front window. There's Daddy shaking a package, and one of the little girls. And I'll bet $1 the rest of them can identify those people. I can't. I know we're all there. That's about all I can identify. Now, if you'll watch, on the left side of the screen, you'll see Grandma Tingy. It's a little ways down the line, but I want you to be aware of her when she comes. It's one of the few pictures we have where Grandma's laughing. And you'll know why when you see what Brent's doing. Somebody's trying on a new jacket. Daddy had bought a box of chocolates, and they were being offered to everybody who came. There's Doug reading a newspaper or something. That's Daddy and Mother. I didn't know I ever wore earrings. Never liked earrings, but once in a while I put them on. And there the girls are. Now, which one of you? Doug has the funny paper, I guess. He's really in. There we are. There's Brent. What's he going to do? There's his box of lifesavers. And Alice is going to offer him a chocolate, which he takes. And watch his face. Ah, it's a rubber chocolate. There they are, getting their red coat and their pink coat. Now there's Mother, our Grandma Tingy, on the, no, it isn't yet. Dad's going to, oh, he's got some presents there, it looks like. I can hardly remember when he wore glasses. It comes. I guess that's me. Somebody said it was, anyway. Alice giving her dad a pie for Christmas. Isn't that neat? Who's that with her arm up in front of their face? I should have been told how to use that camera. I just borrowed it from my brothers, and I obviously didn't have enough instruction on it. Yeah. Okay, here we are, the chocolates. Bill's offering his mother. There's Grandma Tingy taking a chocolate. And then she realizes what it is. That's really a very rare picture of Ivy Tingy. That could have been so much fun if I'd have just had enough light or something on it. There's that's going out the back door. That was our first new back porch. And the retaining wall with the pipes. We were going to have climbing roses, red roses. Well, the red roses are there. We never got a fence up, but we had the red roses. We had that beautiful new back porch, which is gone now, and we have another one, the bigger one. Here we are at the zoo. There's the elephant. I just noticed that in the back porch picture we saw the doghouse under the patio. Renee helped me, and Doug helped us move it down where it is now, west of the driveway. And the monkeys are. It's always fun to watch them jump from their pile of rocks onto that pole and chase each other. We've got some monkeys in our family, too. Now watch, they go right up the There they are. Now he's going to jump over. He's going to have some company first. Yep. He is clear to the top. Here he is, dancing on that. And, polar bear. He knows company's there now. You watch this bear. He's going to discover a peanut under the fence right over in the corner, and he works till he gets it out. He's still working on it. There, he finally got it. Whoop. He lost one. That's Doug that just turned around. Golly, what are the kids doing sitting up on the ledge? That's a camel. Asked Gary what it was. He knew. Every child should go to a zoo. Every person should go to a zoo once a year. That was Lorraine. With that lovely little fawn feeding it. I think that was Mavis feeding. This is a place monument you can see in the background. Then we come to the train, where they have a train ride up to the zoo. There are the four little ones, four youngest ones. The birds in the enclosure there keep us occupied while the train goes clear around and comes back. They had a good conductor, a good engineer. Brent was afraid to wave for fear they'd think that he was really enjoying that. He said he was too big to ride on the train. There's a donkey. More zoo pictures. This may be one of the areas where there's an extended period of time when there's not any pictures on it. Oh, there they are. The children are playing a game. Looks like it's Christmas Day. There are the kitchen chairs. We're still using them. Front room chairs. There's Alice. Alice is ready to go on a date with Rulon Duncan. Those dresses were so much fun. And there's Merlin. That's her date. Jean Roberts. She married her date. Merlin. Alice didn't. Notice our bookshelves? There are the two girls in their 90s with their teddy bear, koala bears from Australia that the missionary brought home. There goes somebody down the driveway with a load of manure, fertilizer from the corral, which is no longer there west of the house by the barn. It's now a nice lawn. I can identify that. Come on, somebody, help me out. Tell me who it is. Tell me what we're doing. Oh, we're up in Logan. Sherman has just graduated from USU, and that's his red and white car, and that's his girlfriend, Kathy Anderson, whom he married later on. They married. He's going into the I guess where he lives. Coming back out. he knows everything there. Of course, after another 20 years, maybe he's learned a little bit since. Here we are on the front lawn before the water's been piped and the sprinklers are going, and there goes Doug over the trapeze, and Lorraine, here we come. Lorraine's first, Doug's second, Ruthie Seziger, and Mavis. And not one of them tips it over. How about that? Strung across between a couple of crates. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Now that pathway is no longer there. Here we are getting our towels warmed up. We also don't have that front path. That's been replaced. Here they are with their kitties. All the kittens in the countryside. There's Don. Maybe this goes to 1959. I think that's Don got back. Look at all those kittens. Did you notice that's the back of the truck? I thought it was a building at first, but then I realized the mud guard said it's one of the trucks. Now they are picking them all up and putting them back. He's helping. Mavis and Doug helping Don. Put them all in there. He must have had cats all over. She's trying to show us the sand on their pants. This driveway was not blacktop then. It was just sand and gravel. There goes Don and Mavis. I don't know what they're... Oh, here's a picture of Kathy. And there is Sherman in his room. He's going to... Guess what? Guess what? Okay, he's going to serenade her with the ukulele. I don't know whether he's singing, "I'll take you to your home, Kathleen." I don't know. Her name is Kathleen. And at their wedding they had that sung. There's Alice. She's supposed to be mowing the lawn, I think. Doug's helping with get the crates fixed up. And there's the hand two-wheeler. That car in the background is the one that went to Idaho with the load of cherries. There's Dad getting out of his truck. And for the life of me, I just don't remember that truck. I remember the bed, but I don't remember the truck that color. There's Brent. I wish Brent were here where he could see that. Especially this one. He's supposed to be mowing the lawn, but doesn't look like he's doing much of a job of it. We've got a better lawnmower than that, too. There's Merlin with her darling hat, properly walking down the path with Jean. I think Jean put on a little weight after that. Now, somebody up between the two front trees, and I don't know who it is there. I don't know where it is. That's Sherman's car. There's Don with more kittens, or the same ones, I'm sure, on the back porch. That's right. Here we are on the east side of the warehouse with the grain bins on the side there. And there you have an auger going from the grain truck up to the storage place, the top of it right there on the northeast corner. And the grain goes down in the bin and goes up the auger and puts it down. It was a lot easier than trying to shovel it, of course. Bring it down. You can see it better there now. See the grain falling down off the top of the inside the truck down into the bin. And the auger transports it. That's a worker who was fixing the front room of the house. I can tell that I don't have these pictures in the proper sequence. Oh, we're having a picnic. I think maybe it's Doug and Lorraine and Mavis. Oh, it's to the zoo again. Well, we could have had a picnic there, all right. A big old elephant. I picture the children now instead of so many monkeys. He's going to go in the house. He's tired of entertaining all the people. Doug or Sherman and Kathy are, and there's Bill helping them, loading up some of their possessions to bring home from Logan. His clothes. Whoop! Just about got by without that, didn't we? Now, I'm not exactly sure where this is, but we'd stopped here and spent the night here, and there's Dad and the children bringing their stuff to load in the car. Mavis and Lorraine, what's she got? Doug's got an armful. They're going to put them all in the car there. This might be there's a camera. Doug says anything more. There's a good picture of Bill. He's going to take a picture of me while I'm taking a picture of him. That's Mother. Who's taking the picture? Anyway, here we are in Vernal, so I guess that was where we stayed at Vernal. And every one of the children can tell us what that is. And I'm not going to try. We did have been a real interesting day there. Learned a lot at the State Museum. Dinah lives here. There's the Oldsmobile. We stopped to get something to eat, I think. Yep, Bill was always treating us to something to eat. They're taking the drinks, whatever else, out to the car. No, out to the table. We're going to eat on Sidewalk Cafe, no less. Maybe it's not quite as elegant as the ones we went to in Paris. Whoop! There goes. He's going to step right into things. That's Don. That's Don. He has his characteristics. Jean and Merlin. There's Ruthie and Mavis and Lorraine. What are they doing? Sherman really wanted me to try that car. Just try it, Mother, he says so. I got in and just tried it. So long. He was very proud of that car. When he first came home with Kathy and he let her drive that, cleared a wind over, I thought, either he's crazy or else he's in love, one or the other. It was love. And they are loading the truck right out of the wash house, I guess. That's Merlin. What is she doing? Where? That's at our home on the gravel driveway. That's down in the corral, little black and white calf. And that corral now is a lawn. Doug always says when he went on his mission, we got rid of the cows, and he's absolutely right. Nobody wanted to milk cows anymore. Of course, there were no more boys. Now, Merlin's getting in the old red car. That's the one that Sherman and some of them took a load of cherries up on their way to Yellowstone and sold them in Idaho.